Welcome back to another episode of the Healthy Habits Cooking Show. I'm Marsha Martin, your host here at Epic Charter Schools, and today we are doing a Veterans Appreciation episode, and I am pleased to have with me Dr. David Kincaid, also known as Dr. D here at Epic.
Only known as Dr. D. I introduce myself as David. No one ever, like who? Like that. So it's just, everybody knows me as Dr. D.
Okay, Dr. D.
Yeah.
And tell us your title, Dr. D.
Organizational and Strategic Specialist.
Oh, wow.
Changed a lot. I had to think about that. Yes, Organizational Strategic Specialist.
So tell us what you do at Epic, because what does Organizational Strategic Specialist, what does that mean?
Well, I work on the leadership side of it, and so over the last, 4 or 5 years, Nathan Mitchell and I, we put together a leadership program. We do Giant, we do Leadership Challenge, we work with ALPS, which is the Aspiring Leaders Program for students. We teach those classes, and so we're kind of the cornerstone for our professional development for our leadership program here.
Awesome. And you're also involved with the military club, is that correct?
Well, Hugs.
Hugs?
Okay. Yeah,
yes, the Hugs Project.
So we just stopped. We're working with Hugs this year, which Karen and Ray Starks out of Edmond, Oklahoma. Okay. They send out care packages to troops in harm's way. And so we're partnering with them. They're a nonprofit this year, and we're going to be sending out some stuff real soon. And we want like 400 care packages we're going to send out to our troops. And so we need your support.
Yes,
okay?
We do. So be looking for information on that. Okay, so our student co-host today is Hadley Myrick. And tell us a little bit about yourself. What grade are you in?
I'm in 8th grade.
8th grade, okay.
Yes,
and how long have you been with Epic?
About a year.
A year?
Yes,
Fantastic.
ma'am.
Do you like it?
Yeah.
Okay. And your family, do you have some military background as well?
Yes, ma'am, I do.
Okay, tell us a little bit about that.
So my grandpa, he was in the Air Force and the Army, but he died when my dad was really young, and then my dad was in the Marines for a little bit.
Awesome. All right. So you've got a military background as well. And my grandfather was in the Air Force. So yeah, we're proud to say thank you to our service members. And Dr. D, we're going to talk a little bit more in a little bit when we get started.
Yeah.
But you have a military background as well, very distinguished military background. So
distinguished, we'll just call it military background. Yeah, like a lot of people come from North Carolina rural and didn't have money for college. They really had no sense of direction, and got a call from a recruiter and said, "Hey, what are you doing?" And it's like, I think I'll go to college. And he simply just said, "Well, are they free?" And I said, "Nope." And he said, "I didn't think so." And so I got the Army College Fund GI Bill, and so joined the service and spent about 8 years doing that. Had a great opportunity to go overseas, and that changed my life because I had been probably 100 miles from my house, growing up, and I got to see the world. I was in Berlin when the wall came down, and I've been traveling about 53 countries altogether. I got an opportunity to see.
What a fantastic opportunity that the military offered you.
Yeah, so if you're not sure what you want to do, I talk to young people all the time. The military's got thousands of jobs and careers that you get great training in, so I highly recommend. If you're not real sure, need money for college, think about the service.
Yes, lots of opportunities, and a chef could even be one of those.
Yes, absolutely.
So,
Army and military chefs.
Hadley may go on to be a military chef. You never know.
You never know.
Okay, so Hadley, let's get started. In this bowl, we're going to add the flour.
Okay. So,
Yep, just pour all that in there. We've already pre-measured everything. You're good to go.
Okay.
And the sugar. And some baking soda.
That.
Yep, just dump it all in there. Some cinnamon.
Love cinnamon.
Yes, and some salt. Okay, and if you'll just kind of stir that all up together. Kind of scoot that back over by Dr. D, and I'm going to give you this bowl.
Okay.
And we're going to, are you good to crack 2 eggs in there?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. And I'll take those eggshells when you're done.
Okay.
See, she's so good. I usually end up more shells than I do eggs.
I know, right? Or I crack the yolk.
Oh, yeah, my kids gripe about that all the time.
She's great at this. Now we are going to break those yolks.
Yes.
So, Dr. D, while we're mixing this up, tell us a little bit about where you traveled to.
Yeah, well, I was in Fort Gordon, Georgia, and you got to put down your dream list.
Yes.
And so
Okay.
I just put down my
Hadley,
tablespoon.
let's go ahead and add. Sorry, I'm gonna let you
yeah.
keep talking. We're
Yeah.
gonna add the zucchini.
So I put down on my wish list to go to Europe, and wow. Yeah, so they called my name. I got to go to Europe, and my father had been stationed there in Germany back in the 60s.
Vegetable oil.
And after he got out of Vietnam, and so I was really looking forward to that. And so the great thing,
Some vanilla
once I got there, what I realized is that, hey,
and stir all that up.
you could go for the USO always had like real inexpensive trips. Like you go to Paris for the weekend for $50 because we were probably, I made $430 a month, you know, as a private.
Okay,
So-
now we're gonna stir in the chopped pecan or chopped walnuts. Excuse me.
And so that's and so got a lot of opportunities. And when I got out of the service, I went back to I was a German major, which makes sense. I spent some years there. And so then I stayed there for a while, went to the universities, and just had a great opportunity to travel from all throughout Greece. And then when
Awesome.
the wall came down, I went back years later, and I got to go to Berlin, former East Berlin, and
Wow.
Greece, former Yugoslavia, Czechoslovakia, all that.
Okay, Hadley, I'm gonna have you add the wet ingredients to the dry ingredients, and we're just gonna stir that until it's just mixed up.
Now, do you have to put you don't have to put the nuts in, right? I mean, if you wanted to
You could leave them out.
leave those
Yeah.
out. Or you could
Yeah.
put pecans or
Yeah.
well, anything you want in there, right?
So, did you guys know that zucchini is good for your blood pressure?
I did not.
Yes, it's also good for good cholesterol.
Awesome.
Yes. Okay, you've about got that mixed up. Dr. D, I'm going to let you
All right.
spray this with some nonstick spray. We have already preheated our oven to 350 degrees. And as soon as we get this sprayed and Hadley gets our mixture put in the pan, and I'll let
Is that
you-
not the best spray pan you've
that
ever
that is the best.
seen? I think that's
Best job I've ever seen.
yeah.
Okay, Hadley, pour all that in there for us, please.
Yep. Turn it that way.
Yeah.
There you go.
Awesome. This is looking so good, y'all.
Yeah, I could like
Okay.
just eat that right there.
Now we're going to cook this in a 350 degree oven for about 50 to 60 minutes, and we will be right back to sample some as soon as we get it cooked. Okay, well, we are back. Our zucchini bread has cooked for about 50 minutes in the oven. We're going to test Dr. D's skills and see if he really got that pan sprayed good or not. We also let it cool down for just a little bit.
So we have the facts in case it doesn't. We can just eat right out of the pan.
Exactly.
Okay.
So, who wants the honors of trying to get it onto the plate? Do y'all think it's gonna? Hadley, do you think it's gonna come out of the pan okay, or
Well, I think since he sprayed it, he should be the one to put it on the pan.
okay? Okay.
I think this is where.
Survey says Dr. D gets to put it on the plate.
All right. So we can't do it like this, but we won't because people may think that's cheating. So here you go. Ready?
Okay.
Ready?
Yeah.
Moment of truth. Ta-da!
What do we think? What do you think, Hadley?
I don't know.
Yes.
And just like that, we've got a beautiful loaf. Okay. So, but let's turn it over so that everybody at home can see how pretty that looks.
Oh, yes.
That looks amazing. Looks amazing. Okay. Should we have a piece?
Yes.
Okay. Do you want to cut us off a little? Do you want to cut us off a little piece? Do you want me to cut us off a little piece?
Here, I'll cut on my side.
Okay.
This is Marsha's piece. Adam's piece, and this will be my piece. Okay.
Okay.
It's the same.
Let's have a bite then.
So back there.
That's good.
Over.
Okay. Well, Dr. D, I want to thank you so much for being here today and for your service to our country. We appreciate you so much for that.
Thank you so much.
Hadley, I thank you so much for being here. It has been great to have you here representing our student population and military background as well. And we thank all of you at home for joining us today. We hope you will try this recipe. As always, we will have it linked in the comments. Let us know if you tried it at home and if you like it, or if you have a recipe for zucchini bread that you want to share with us, link it there in the comments. We would love to see that. And until next time, from all of us here, happy and healthy eating.
Absolutely.
All right, let's have some more.
Yes.
Okay.
Just take this piece.